Alright, hello everyone. I'm Lao Zhang, another night demon from the first generation. And this keyboard has quite a big problem. The customer bought the early morning VRV3. It should be lubricated or not properly lubricated. It moistens to the bottom of that axis. The current situation is the cause. Normal sound has a crisp tone at the bottom. And this is also very obvious and normal. But when it hits bottom, the feel is really strange. I felt something pushing upward, and then the sound was obvious. Almost muted and soft. This is the lubrication part. If you want to buy a run, try reselling first, and communicate promptly if you have any issues. How to put it? Wait until you have some time to discover the problem. Then the big items before the renovation. There is phonetic breakdown and steel wire sounds. And then the biggest problem is, if you have a seesaw, it can use a bit of force and the other side will tip down. Then the mushy texture is also a seesaw. I think this customer has probably been using this keyboard for a while. I can use it for a while and this customer is good. My temper bounces back and there are tangled sounds. This testing board is the most severe. My little brother's mom. The MSI switch can't even lock the shaft. How should I put it? Everyone must figure out one thing. Our purpose in modifying keyboards is to make them more usable, not simply making it more expensive. So we just pick the ones that work well. So if something is both cheap and useful, why don't we go cheaper? No reason, no need, right? If it were a bit more expensive, it would be much more expensive. But if it's much easier to use, then we can accept the higher price. But if it's expensive and not user-friendly, why should we choose expensive ones, right? Alright, let's find the Dongda machine lever. Alright, another batch of one model bands has been completed. This is also a solution for GameRoo. Now let me show you this shoulder cap. This shoulder cap is really nice. The font is clear enough. Then there is obvious coverage. And the design is also quite attractive. Let's call it Love Angie first, right? The specific sheet is hung up here for everyone. We can use this as a reference. Then there's also an oil gas shaft solution. Then, with the same keyboard, same scheme, this might be related to the keycaps. It's just this keyboard key. The moment it hits bottom feels a bit strange. There are slight oddities due to background noise and abnormal noises. Alright. Sound perception consistency. The spacebar is really comfortable. The typing area is a 1mm starting game switch. What's there to say about this game? There's not much to say about this game. Ultimate move. And this one seems to have 5 large pieces fixed together. Last time, not all parts were fixed to large parts. That is, different positioning boards. Anyway, it's the same batch. Their sizes also vary. Still the core. In other words, WeChat Lu Huang will do it for him. Secure large parts until they don't wobble. And then, no matter how you try to get the wire sound right, you can't get it right? Let him try it out. A trump card. If the ultimate move still doesn't work, bend the steel wire. It means to think about the side you think of and move upward. Alright. This one, the door is settled. See you in the next video for the report.